Hi, welcome to Advanced PLC Training. And as you can see, I'm all alone here. I'm on campus. Found a bunch of spiders in the lab. Last time I was here, there's crickets, and there's not really much else. There's a few security guards around and some maintenance workers, but basically the campus is empty. And so this fall, we're going to be doing advanced PLC training, and we're going to be doing it remotely. Now, we did remote classes in the spring, and it went as good as we could make it, but there was some struggles. Not everything went well because we had to very quickly change from normal class situation to doing everything remote. So it was quite a scramble. We've had time over the summer to put a lot of stuff together to get the class organized and ready to go for a remote experience. And I guess I just want to tell you a little bit about how that's going to work. So let's go in the lab and we'll talk a little more about it. All right, here we are back in the lab. So let's talk about advanced PLC training and how we're going to do it without the lab. So here we are. These are the basic components. We use the ControlLogix PLC, we use a light and button, push button trainer, and we use our computers, the lab computers. The lab computers all have the software on them for talking to the PLC. So the big question is, how are we going to do PLC programming if we can't come in the lab? And here's how we're going to do it. First of all, one of the main components we use in this course is Studio 5000 programming software. Now, Allen Bradley produces that software, and it's very expensive to buy. I'm not really sure how much they charge for it, but it's a few $1,000s for the software. What we've managed to do is we've gotten Allen Bradley, or Rockwell's the parent company, we've gotten them to give us licenses so that every student in the class can download and install and activate a legal copy of the software on their own computer. On your own computer. So what's that mean for you? That means you have to have a reliable computer. It doesn't have to be the latest and greatest, but you have to have something that's reliable. And it has to be a Windows-based computer. Now, if you don't have a reliable Windows-based computer, don't panic, because there's ways to get help with that. There's actually a bunch of different ways. First of all, of course, you can go down to Best Buy and buy one. But if you don't have a computer, there's student aid available to help you get a computer. I know they have a lot of computers in the bookstore ready to go. So that's one option. Another option is to contact the pantry. I know when I think of the pantry, I think of giving out food, but the pantry has access to loaner laptops. Don't get a Chromebook. Chromebooks don't work with this software, and Apple don't work with this software. You have to have a Windows computer. Okay, so it's really important to have a reliable Windows laptop or home computer. All right, so that's one component, the software. We've got that covered. The next component is, what are we going to do with this PLC? Obviously, nobody has a PLC at home. Well, we're going to do a few things to cover that. First of all, the Allen Bradley software comes with what's called an emulator, and that is a virtual PLC. So for some of the labs, we're going to use the Allen Bradley emulator that comes with the Rockwell software. For other labs, we're going to use Factory I/O, which is a PLC simulation program. And with Factory I/O, we use certain programming languages. So we're going to use Studio 5000 with emulator for some labs. We're going to use Factory I/O for some labs. And we're going to use a third program called CodeSys. CodeSys is a freeware. That means you set up an account, which means you just register your name and your email address, and then you can download the software for free and install it, and I've got a video on how to do that. So those are the main things we're going to use. We're going to use Allen Bradley's Studio 5000, the full-blown version of the software. We're going to use the emulator PLC. We're going to use factory I/O simulation software, and we're going to use CodeSys. And with all those different softwares, we'll be able to cover all the necessary steps in the program. Now, I guess the last thing we're going to do is I'm going to be helping you with running some of your software. You're going to do your program at home on Studio 5000, and then you'll submit it in Canvas. And I have a remote version of these guys that I'm just wiring up right now. Should be ready very soon. But I'm either going to come to the lab or I'm going to do it remotely. I'll upload your, no, I won't upload. I'll download your software into the PLC, either this one or the remote one. And then we'll set up a Zoom meeting, and I'll be the mule. I'll be the one pushing the button to see if the lights come on, and we'll have a camera and video Zoom conference set up, and you'll be able to see what's going on. So that's going to be a little bit clunky, but we can manage. And anyway, so those are the things we're going to do to make all this work. We're going to have lots of engagement with me and all the students and student to student. So it's not like you're going to be sitting at home kind of like working in a vacuum or doing a correspondence course. It's going to be very engaged, very active, and we'll make the best of a difficult situation that we're in these days. Okay, so look forward to seeing you. Talk to you soon.